Imperial walkers on the ground. Our pilots will run interference while we evacuate Hoth. You'll have to make a stand, you.
What is going on, Beast? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be counting down the top 10 overpowered things currently in the game in Star Wars Battlefront. Now, of course, this has changed since the launch and the patches, and it will continue to change as patches come out. Just to address the new patch that came out today, yeah, it's cool that the heroes are fast enough now they can keep pace, I guess, but it's still annoying that Maul's saber throw is still broken. So all this patch really did for me was speed the heroes back up, which I don't even know how that happened, but it's good that that got fixed quickly. And the black screen vehicle thing I don't really care about because you guys know I don't use vehicles, but the sooner they can fix Maul's saber throw, the better. So yeah, to get into this video, I have 11 things on this list, so I had to combine one of them into two. Well, actually two of them into two. But starting with number 10, the bodyguard on the heavy. Now, this has always been something that's OP in bodyguard. I don't see it very often, but I know I was watching one of Ninja's video where he was using Kylo, and a guy supercharged him. Well, he didn't supercharge him, he explosive shot at him with like the DC-15LE, and then he had bodyguard all the way maxed out, and then he emoted at him, and I don't think that was skill. I think that was bodyguard, and I think that bodyguard on the heavy is very OP because they already have 200 health, and that is dumb. So the trait bodyguard, especially on the heavy. Number 9 is Vader. Now, this could be kind of a controversial one, but he is really a tank, and it's not too hard to kill him in Galactic Assault because you have to flank him. But in Heroes vs. Villains, he's pretty OP. He can heal himself, obviously, and he goes up to 1,250 health, which is way more health than any other hero in the game, and that's kind of OP. Number 8 is the Vanguard. Now, the Vanguard obviously is on the Assault, and there's different kinds of Vanguards. I'm pretty sure the Slug one makes it so your Vanguard goes like halfway across the map. I use the recharge or the Killstreak Vanguard so that I can like recharge it. But I've always said if I could switch out my Vanguard for the Pulse Cannon, I would. But they kind of force the Vanguard down your throat, so that's kind of annoying. But if you wonder why I use the Vanguard, it's because the number 7 thing on this list that's OP are the officer weapons. And the officer weapons are OP because I know it's the Blurg, and then I always mess up the name of the last gun because I get it confused. I think it's like the SC-44C, but I always get it messed up with like the original Battlefront one with like, I think that was the SC-14C. So yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. You can add rapid fire on that one and the explosive shot on the Blurg, so it's always going to be OP, and I don't think DICE cares too much about that. So yeah, moving on to number 6 is Rey's Mind Trick, and it's a little bit nerfed because now you can still use your abilities, you can still block, and especially when you get hit with Boba, you can still activate your For the Hunt ability, which is his Scan Pulse ability, and then you can keep flying. But I know one time I was playing Heroes vs. Villains on the Bespin map, and I was Boba, and I got mind tricked, and I like flew off the edge, and then once my jetpack ran out, I just fell to my death, which was a shame. And I think they could have given Rey a less OP anything really, but they didn't do that, and it's a shame. And number 5 is the first combined thing on this list, which is the LAAT and the AAT, which are both very OP because the only way I can destroy the LAAT is switching to a heavy, and it's really annoying being on Kamino and getting wrecked by an LAAT and then having to switch to the heavy just to take it out, just to kill yourself, and then go back to the Assault or whatever. And I think it's pretty OP. The AAT on Kashyyyk is also overpowered because only really the heavies can destroy it, and I obviously don't use the heavy, so I kind of just have to avoid it. And yeah, it's kind of weird how overpowered they made vehicles. Number 4 is something I think everybody will agree, the flashbang, because it lasts way too long, especially on Force users, because you'd assume if Kylo can stop lasers or like bullets, I guess, whatever you want to call them, the droids and the clones are shooting at you, if he can freeze one of those in the air, you'd assume that he can like remove a flashbang, but I guess they're so concerned about cannon in this game, but it's like, well, I don't think Force users like Maul and Vader would be getting flashbang, but alright. But yeah, the flashbang is very OP, especially on heroes. I don't mind it too much when I am just a regular infantry player, because it makes sense, there's nothing you can do about it. But when you're a Force user, if you're Rey or Luke, like, I feel like I should be able to remove this. Like, even if you can just spam A, like you used to spam A with Vader's Force Choke, I feel like you should be able to get rid of it faster if you're a hero. Number 3 is the Heavy, just as a whole, with the Supercharged Sentry and the Explosive Sentry, and how they had the DC-15 LE glitch, and they still have the overpowered shield, which is very hard to kill, especially on maps like Death Star, when you're forced in a hallway and someone pops a shield, you're not really going to be able to get around him, which is, so the Heavy as a whole, and then it also has 200 health, like, my god, like, they made that thing OP. They were ready for the noobs to use that. Number 2 is the other combined one on this list, which is Leia and Palpatine. Now, obviously, Leia is just her Power Blast secondary fire across the map, barely aiming. That's all that's really OP about Leia. Other than that, she's just a fun hero. And Palpatine, just his lightning is aimbot. You don't have to aim. The game aims for you, which is just so overpowered. And it is a shame because in the last patch, they unlocked all the heroes for you. I wish they even would have made them unlocked, but you just had to go unlock them, because now Palpatine's unlocked on my screen. It always makes me salty because I don't want him there, and now people can just be like, oh, nah, you know you use Palpatine. When before this patch, I had him locked, and I have never used Palpatine. I don't have one kill with him, and I don't think I ever will, unless they unaim his aimbot lightning, which is not going to happen. And the number 1 thing on this list is the AT-ST, because again, even if you're a hero, you cannot destroy this thing. Only heavies can destroy this thing, and it's just not a well-designed, like, I guess, health on it. It's like, to make heavies be the only thing that can destroy vehicles is kind of weird. I feel like even if you can just throw a nade at it, it should be able to take health. I feel like lightsabers should be able to destroy it, but instead you just get, like, stepped on. Which is the same thing with the speeder bike, is even if you're a lightsaber hero and you go to attack it, it's just going to do more damage to you than you're going to do to it. Even if you destroy it, you're going to lose half your health. So I don't understand why they made vehicles so overpowered, because I don't feel like that's canon. I feel like lightsaber heroes are more powerful than a speeder bike. But I don't know. I spent this whole day trying to finesse this 1080p video. It's being really annoying because I have it uploaded in 1080p and it's not letting me download it in 1080p, so I'm gonna try to re-upload it and try to re-download it again. So we'll see what happens. If it's not in 1080p, I'm really sorry about that. I'm still gonna keep trying to figure it out. If it is, that's awesome. So I'm gonna keep trying to do the 1080p video. I feel like I said that too many times in a sentence, I'm sorry. But yeah, those are the top 10 things. Bodyguard on the Heavy, Vader, Vanguard, Officer, Weapons, especially the last 2. Rey's Mind Trick, AAT, LAAT, Flashbang, Heavy as a whole, Leia and Palpatine, and the AT-ST. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if I missed out anything that were on this top 10 list of OP things in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Again, we're still going to be sitting here waiting for them to fix Maul, because in my opinion, he's the best villain to use because he's quick. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, type pillow. I don't know. I just think of random things. And yeah, type that if you made it this far into the video. I hope you enjoyed. We're on the road to 1K. One day we'll make it there. Comment below if I missed anything. And subscribe, like, and comment, and share. And yeah, may Pancake Face be with you. One day we will get freaking Pancake. Screw this Rodian, man. Like, I'm not going to use this Rodian. Give me my freaking Celestins, man. God damn it.